Hey guys, it's me Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber, eh? And your eyes aren't deceiving ya. That crystal clear picture isn't an illusion. That's right, I'm not pointing my phone camera at the TV anymore because I finally got a capture card. If you've seen my Mario Kart Live vs Skylanders Superchargers video, you've probably seen it before. Anyway, it's time once again for some more Skylanders Imaginators guest stars! It's been over 3 months since the last video, and I've got quite a few new creations to share with you guys. Let's start off with one I'm sure you're familiar with, Nega Shantae.
Cower before the dark. Can't wait to see what changes lie in store.
As you could probably tell, it basically has the exact same design as the original Shantae Imaginator I made a while back, which I'm sure you've probably seen before, quite a few times. The only significant difference is that not only are the color palettes different, and she has different eyes, but she's also a different element. As a matter of fact, one significant change is that means she can have different abilities.
Carry on.
Bet you never seen that before in the previous Shantae one, huh?
Cower before the dark.
Well, what do you think? Anyway, on to the next one.
The return of my valor.
Now, if you have no clue, this is Asha from Monster World 4, aka Wonder Boy, Asha, and Monster World. Not sure how many of you are familiar with that new game coming out soon. Matter of fact, it's already out in Japan, and it'll be making its way over to North America soon. I've already got a pre-ordered physical copy from Strictly Limited Games, and I can't wait to receive it. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Not in full focus, but... Hey, for those of you who are familiar with either Monster World 4 or the new 3D remake, Wonder Boy, Asha, and Monster World coming out soon, I'm sure you probably know who she is. As a matter of fact, there's a good chance you might have seen her, this Imaginator before, in my very first PS5 livestream where I played the Crash Bandicoot level in Skylanders Imaginators on PlayStation 5. Not sure if you've seen that or not. Anyway, right now I'm just showing you all the parts I used to create this Imaginator. No tail. I will admit, finding the right sword was a bit of a challenge. This is about as close as I can get. Pretty much the same ponytail I used for the Shantae Imaginator. None. Oh, those are already attached to the arm, I forgot. Now, Asha actually has like a really poofy pants that hardly have any like space in between the legs at all, like sort of like a mix between harem pants and a skirt. I don't know what kind of pants they're called, but obviously there isn't anything like that in this game here. So she also has a some sort of diamond shield in the game, and this is about as close as I get to that, since your Imaginators, I don't think any of them have shields. And here you can actually see the color palettes clearly for once. I'm not going to go through every single one, but you get the idea. Now, I chose an air element because it has these bird things raining from the sky, and this is about as close as I can get to her Pepe Lagoon companion named Pepe. Honestly, whenever I hear that name, all I can think of is Pepe the Frog.
The return of my valor.
Fitting catchphrase, since this is a remake of an old Sega Genesis game that was originally only in Japan before. that's enough of that. Next up is one that I'm sure most of you came here for. Rivet.
Make way for it, the big guns.
So yeah, this is, ever since she was revealed, I've been wanting to recreate her in Skylanders Imaginators. Only problem was I didn't know what her name was until... And then again, this is something that a lot of people want to know for quite a while now. And now I finally do. So as you can see, I used the same head I used for Ratchet, and the same ears as well. You know, I just realized, unlike Ratchet, she actually has earrings, although there are no stripes on the ears, so this is about as close as I can get with a different color, but you get the idea. I will admit, I think the biggest challenge I faced when trying to find the right torso was not only finding one that matches the texture of what she's wearing, but also one with a scarf. That was probably the biggest obstacle there. The closest I could find was the pilot's chest, which is modeled after Captain Flynn, the best pilot in all of Skylands. Now, I'm not sure if you can see there, but there actually is a scarf, not just coat fluff. It's there on the shoulder. It's kind of being blocked by this little refrigerator attachment on the back of her, which is meant to resemble Clank. As you can see here, she has yellow robot arms. I know she only has one robot arm, but unfortunately with Imaginators, both arms have to be of the same. Although there are some like occasional arms like that are too different from one another. Like there's the Gladiator arm. I'm not sure if I unlocked it in the Nintendo Switch version yet. I don't think I have, but either way, one arm is more armored than the other. That I haven't unlocked in the Switch version yet. I made this in the Xbox 360 version and then put it onto the Switch version because it'd be easier to capture. The legs weren't as difficult. I'll say that. Not bad. And the tail. Yeah, this. Yeah. Close enough. I mean, I was originally going to give her a skunk tail, but that wouldn't work quite as well. At least this one actually has the stripe pattern. As, once again, about her arms, I also tried to look for arms that look like her natural arm, but I can't seem to find any that come close enough, so... I mean, there are some, like maybe the Crash arms, maybe not. So I decided to just go with her having two robot arms instead. And this is about as close as I can get to matching her her mechanical arm. Now, the weapon was also quite a difficult choice as well, because her technological hammer thing, it was rather difficult to find one that matches that. I think I was also planning on giving her this, but that looks too basic. It doesn't look nearly as cool. There's also like some kind of mallet one there. And this one here, once again, I created this in the Xbox 360 version and then loaded it over to the Switch version since it's easier to capture. And it's probably higher quality too. And this was about as close as I could get for the most part. Hey, at least it has the glue blow the other weapon has. Maybe it's not completely glowy in the actual game, but whatever. Also, you also noticed probably that my old Ratchet Imaginator was a quick shot, which means he was dual-wielding pistols, while she is actually a smasher, as a hammer weapon. Another obstacle I faced is her headgear, because, you know, she has, like, goggles that she wears on the top of her head. This is about the closest I could possibly get to that, unfortunately. I mean, the original one I was going to give her before, let's see, where is it, was this one, the Adventurer's Cap, but, yeah, it looks ridiculous. It's way too big. So, this is the smallest headgear I could find that has goggles, so, just gonna have to deal with it. Let's see, no shoulder guards, no arm guards, no leg guards. And once again, this little mini refrigerator thing is meant to resemble Clank, just like the other Imaginator I made of Ratchet. Here, you know what? I'm gonna remove this. Now you can see the scarf much better, right? I will admit, I was feeling around with the size proportions a bit because I wasn't sure if I should make the upper body larger or smaller, or I should make the head a bit bigger or not. And once again, these are the color palettes I used. Master Obliterator. Seems fitting enough. Now, obviously, we need to give her something that, as far as I know, like, she has the same weapons that Ratchet does. Like, from what I've seen in the gameplay demo they showed at the State of Play, like, she and Ratchet share the same account, so they both have the same weapons, as far as I know, and, well, Ratchet was a quick shot, so he was basically, standardly armed with guns in the Imaginators game, so, and she here's a smasher, so we need to give her something in the form of guns, so I gave her the turrets. Wasn't really sure what to go with for this one. I was thinking maybe this one. These ones aren't really fitting, so I just went with this one. Oh, my voice is getting exhausted.
Make way for the big guns.
Close enough. Oh, right. Unfortunately, that app doesn't exist anymore.
I'm back!
Let's see what Rivet can do.
Guys, make way for the big guns.
So, what do you guys think? I think we spent enough time around Rivet. Let's get to the next one. This next one here, I'm not sure if you're familiar with or not.
Strength, courage, and heroism. My skills are beyond those of my enemies.
Now, if you have no clue who this is Fenyx from Immortals Fenyx Rising. I'm sure maybe some of you have heard of it, some of you haven't. Basically, it's a game that's very similar to Zelda Breath of the Wild in many gameplay aspects, but it has more of a Greek mythology theme with gods of Olympus and whatnot. As a matter of fact, I actually got this game on PS5 as a birthday gift for my sister, because she seemed to really enjoy Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, she loves the game, and she's really into Greek mythology, so it's like this game was made for her. Anyway, now in my opinion, I think I probably did a better job at closely recreating this one than most of my other creations you saw earlier. Because if you know what Fenyx looks like, this should be close enough here. I'm going to show you the parts I used. Amazonian head seems close enough, or fair enough, since she is a demigod, an ancient Greek warrior. Yeah, I will admit, finding the right weapon for her was a bit of a tough choice, because it's hard, because she has quite a few different swords in the game. It was hard to find one that resembled most of them. And this one should be close enough. No headgear. Fine feathered shoulder guards. Now these ones, the bracelets she usually wears in the game, this is about as close as I get to them from all the ones I could find. It looks like she's wearing leg guards, but it's just part of her normal legs she has. And the feathered wings. You think she looks better with golden wings, or the actual colored ones look better? What do you think? Color palettes. I was thinking about maybe giving her an aura, but not sure if she really needed one. This one I thought fit her fighting style better, since the combat in Immortals Fenyx Rising is like a blend of Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed fighting mechanics. I thought the light element suited her best. Alright, let's see what she can do.
Back to the world. Despite this conflict, my spirit remains undaunted.
What do you think? Which light ability do you think is better? That one or this one? Nah, these dummies can't actually attack her, so that one's probably borderline useless outside of actual combat. But I think you get the idea. Alright, on to the next one. This next one here, I think might speak for itself.
This one goes out to my friends. A royal entrance.
I'm sure most of us are familiar with Balan Wonderworld by now. I'll say this much: I know it's often a mixed thing, and I'll say this: whether if you love the game or if you hate it, regardless of that, Balan himself is a character with a lot of charm and personality, and I just had to recreate him in Imaginators. Now, if you're wondering why his face looks like this, well, I think I might have just accidentally spoiled a big part of the game for a lot of you who haven't played it, though I'm not sure if you really care. I'll say this much: I tried to recreate his original face before, but it was nearly impossible with the options that I had. So doing this was the next best thing I can actually closely resemble. Anyway, Bob and Beautiful, Humanize. I thought this was the closest I can get to his wavy hair. If you know what Balan looks like, you'll know what I mean. This one I thought fit Balan quite well out of all the ones here. I will admit, in my opinion, Imaginator's creation system is way better than Super Smash Bros. Mii Fighter creation system, without question. Though at the same time, Imaginator's creation system does have its limits, and you can't do everything with it. Like, there's a lot I wish I could do here, especially with color palettes and finding the right parts, but unfortunately not. I gotta work with what I got. This was as close as I can get. I think the legs were probably the biggest challenge I came across when trying to find the right legs for him. Not sure if that sentence was well thought out, but anyway, I think the next best one I was originally going to give him were these ones. Though for some reason, the way the color palettes were laid out and what I could do with them, it just didn't work, so I had to go with these instead. Now, he doesn't have a tail. I was originally maybe giving him a microphone tail, but then again, a long microphone cord sticking out of his arse, that would just look weird. Now, since the Sorcerer class was the only one that could fly, or hover in midair in this case, this was the closest I could find that seemed fitting for Balan. He doesn't really have a staff, I don't think. To be honest, I actually haven't played the game yet. I've only seen some gameplay. But I thought this Ice Cream Sundae staff here would seem fitting enough. As for the gear, the Mad Hat, like Mad Hatter. Not sure if you can see that red stripe there. You can probably see it. You'll probably see it better in the gameplay. No shoulder guards, no arm guards, no leg guards, and a Gothic cape. So what do you guys think? You think I did a good job with Balan? Color palettes? Now, for some reason, sorcerers often have shorter legs because they're floating, so I decided to make his legs as long as possible. Or as it'll allow. think he looks better with the light elemental, or should I just get rid of it? I wasn't really sure what abilities to give to him, but I decided to go with these.
This one goes out to my friends.
I know he doesn't actually speak English. In fact, I'm not sure if he speaks an actual language or if it's just made up gibberish in the game, but I figured a regal voice would be fitting enough. I thought this music seemed fitting enough for him. Alright, let's see Balan in action.
Tally-ho!
Out of all the magic elemental abilities, I think this one might be my favorite. So, what do you guys think? You think I did a good job with Balan here? No? Some of you are probably thinking, we don't care about Balan, we want to see knights. Well, I'll say this, you're probably thinking, like, isn't knights in this video? I mean, knights is in the thumbnail. Well, I'll say this much, I haven't created knights as a separate Imaginator. I'm actually going to use, the exact same Skylander I used to create Balan to create knights. In fact, I'm going to transform Balan into knights, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do it. I already know which parts to use, so I'm just going to go with it.
What's up?
What's up? Who's
Nice to...
me?
What's up? All right! Nice! Oh, yeah!
Let's see, where is it? Ah, here it is.
Yes!
Same legs. I think I'll switch to this one.
Cool!
Well, the headgear was probably the toughest part because, unfortunately, I couldn't find any headgear that resembled Knight's head. This is about as close as I can get. I know Knight's
Sweet!
is, like a European jester head shape, only has, like, 2 of these things, whatever they're called on the hat. Not 4, but this is about as close as I can get.
Very nice. Right on. I like it.
And right now, well, this might be a little bit of a challenge. I'm gonna try and swap the color palettes while observing a picture of knights. Just make sure I get it right. Hold on, give me a sec here. I didn't fully plan this out. Alright, let's see here. I think that's right. It's a lot harder to see when it's shrunk down. Sorry folks, I'm running into a bit of a few technical issues here. Alright, hopefully that should work now. Let's see, which one should I give now? Oh, that's right. I think that's right. think that's about right there. Let's see, is it still recording? I just want to make sure. Yes. Let's see it. Yeah, that seems about right. Ish. Oh man, I'm probably going to face a bit of a more difficult time trying to recreate Knights than I did Balan, since there's a much more limited variety to work with here in terms of what I can and can't make with it. Seems about right-ish. Yeah, what the heck, that should do. So let's just make it all purple. I might have to go back to the head and change that a bit there. Let's see, is this the right one? Yeah, it seems about right-ish. Is that everything? I think so. Oh, and one more thing. Can't forget.
Change is part of life, especially my life.
Oh, I didn't give Knights that voice on purpose. The voice seems to change automatically when you switch to a different head.
This one goes out to my friends.
I'll just ignore it. So, what do you think? I know it's definitely not a perfect resemblance of Knights, but close enough. I think I actually faced a little bit more difficulty trying to recreate Knights than I did Balan. But hey, this was close enough to get it. What do you think? You know what the heck? I'll change
this one goes out to
This one goes out to my friends.
This one seems closest enough to the one in Nice Journey of Dreams. Whatever.
Back to the world. Take that! My skills are beyond those of my enemies.
Well, I think that's just about everything I have to share with you guys today. So, what do you think? Which of the 6 Imaginators did you like best in this episode? Was it Nega Shantae, Asha, Rivet, Phoenix, Balan, or Knights? I'll let you be the judge of that in the comments below. Well, that's all I have to share with you today, guys. See you next time, eh?